Here we go. Welcome to episode 16 of the OurTeam podcast, but it's a little bit different this week. So this is actually season 2, episode 1. That's what this is. So we're changing it up. Whole new format. You'll see as we go. This is not going to be the podcast that you recognize. It's going to be everything from the podcast before, but better. That's basically what we're going to do. We've got DBG on the podcast this week. Third time hat trick appearance. That's awesome. Again, the format's going to be different, so he's going to be hanging out with us for the whole podcast. We'll get him on in about 10 minutes. As always, I'm joined by Josh and Jaquel. Josh, next gen Josh.
Next gen Josh, I see it. I got the P5, baby. It's about time, man. It's about time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been playing some next gen recently, and this is the most I've enjoyed 2K in a while. And a lot of people keep saying it's because it's still new and stuff, but I just feel like it's more enjoyable than current because it's not as much cheese in the game, so it's like, you know, something new. So I get a chance to enjoy it. So that's what I've been looking forward to, and it's really what I needed, man. It's really what I needed.
Yeah, Jaquel, what you been doing this week?
Well, I got your Michael Bum red. I got him sorted for you.
You did.
Already is so damn washed, man. What is that? But yeah, I've just been I'm doing my videos recently, so I did the 5-out video that's going to be posted sometime this week.
Don't add no more sweat, Jaquel. No more sweat. No more.
I had to, man, because everyone's been asking me how to guard 5-out again. So I'm just like, geez.
Oh, how to guard it?
Yeah.
I need that.
Doing your bit for the community.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanos snapping fingers, you know, with the stars. You know what I'm saying?
I think I figured it out this week. I literally think for the first time ever, I figured out how to defend 5-out this week. I went on the terror limited. It was
just run at him, Jazz. You just run at him.
You know what's crazy? I used to think I knew how to 5-out because I would call Hawks freelance screen, pass the screen away, and I call for a screen. But that's actually not 5-out. 5-out is just you call the 5-out and you run it. I didn't even know that. Like you're just trying to burst past you. I never knew that. I'm like, wait, so I wasn't 5-out this whole time? I was like, wow.
You're the rookie 5-out. That's the amateur 5-out.
Yeah.
The newbie 5-out. The first time you see the video, the first time you use Hawks, that's Josh. As I said, guys, we got a new format. Like, the coolest thing about this is I'm just going to give you a bit of background, right? When we set this up, you know, me, Josh and Jaquel, this is a passion project for us. We wanted to do something really positive for the community, and we wanted to do something for the first time that really brought the community together, because I think a lot of what happens in our community is quite divisive. It's, you know, it can be quite toxic, things like that. And I don't know what happened this week, but we just kind of went back to the drawing board. Jaquel had an amazing idea. We kind of then went back to day one and said, what did we want to achieve? And what we wanted to achieve was like having as many people involved in this as possible. So this whole podcast is going to be built around you guys sending in questions. So it's going to be on the screen somewhere right now. You'll see the email address that you can send video clips to, but you'll see the video clips as we go. We've got some casual players, we've got some comp players, we've got some 2K celebrities sending in questions as well, a bit of everything. But send your questions in for next week. Like, we want to make this as fun as possible. And please like and subscribe as always. Like, just complete transparency, we are 70 subs away from being monetized. 70. So be a hero.
Congratulations to Jazz, man. I'm excited for him. I can't wait to hit that 1,000 mark. And, you know, even though this is not something that's going to be like, he's like big business, it's still going to be like he's a professional YouTuber once he hits that 70 more subs. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of Jazz. Keep it up, man.
I don't think there's any amount of money in the world that would make me a professional. I think I'm always going to be an amateur at this. So it's been a weird week. It's been a really weird week for 2K. Like, I think someone needs to check on 2K, make sure they're all right, because the stuff that they're dropping is just bizarre right now. What were you thinking?
I don't really get like what they're dropping. I think it's just they must just like put it in a little hat or something and just pull some names out. I don't know how they choose the content. How are they choosing this content? I don't even get where they get it from.
RJ Barrett. That's it. I just need to see a RJ.
Yeah, where are the rookies? Where are like
the rookies in this? First of all, James Wiseman, he can be the best big in the game or the top big in the game if they give him a card, but they're holding out on him.
It's so weird that they haven't given him like how popular was that card last year? That opal, why has he not got a card? Who's he pissed off?
Because they know if they drop that card, it's gonna shake some tables. Like that Wilt is gonna lose some value. That Kareem gonna lose some value because I'm pretty sure you're gonna have hot zones everywhere. be able to shoot from everywhere and dribble, he's gonna hurt the value of a lot of bigs.
Has there been a single Wiseman in the pack yet? Like Ruby, Amethyst?
No, only one we got was
none.
Evo. Yeah, hasn't been one since.
That's weird.
It's been weird. It's been really weird. Like, especially with like a lot of, there's so many current players. They could have gave us a lot more. I feel like they've really held back a bit too much because of the playoffs. I get the playoffs is coming, but I feel like by then it's just like every card's going to be amazing and they're going to drop monsters anyway. So you might as well just give us some playoff.
I think that's going to be the theme for next season. Somebody has said that in one of my streams.
Playoffs.
I was like, what do you think? Is like either the finals or playoffs? And I would be like if they make it a finals theme, that would be a good way to make LeBron the level 40 reward as the point guard to kind of get people hype about the game again. Yeah. And then like, they can have like, you know, other players in between and like different pack drops and stuff to make that whole thing. I'll be like, that would be pretty good. And then they can introduce Dark Matter Kawhi like that because of his playoff run. We get like who else? A Dark Matter Kevin Durant, his playoff run. I feel like that's the right way to go if they want to.
There's so many players, bro. Like Ja Morant and stuff like that. Zion could still get another card. Like players like that.
It's so weird, especially with the rookies and the sophomores. What are the best cards we've got? We've got Dark Matter Zion, and Obi.
His Opal.
Yeah, Obi.
Tyrese
Halliburton. We got a Pink Diamond Mayu quickly.
We do have a Pink Diamond. We've got the Diamond LaMelo, but it's not really LaMelo.
Yeah, not really LaMelo.
It's a power forward.
Center LaMelo. Yeah, there's so many they could drop. So many rookies.
If they do this right, they could. I don't want to say give life to 2K, but they could buy themselves more time because that's all they've been doing. They just buying themselves more time. I feel like if they go the direction with playoffs and finals and making LeBron a free Dark Matter point guard card, that would build some hype. Because who doesn't like LeBron James and who doesn't want to play point guard? Yeah. They'll definitely build some hype. And if 2K is really smart about what they're doing to buy themselves time, because it's like we're in May and it's like it feels like we're in freaking July right now. They need to buy themselves more time. Yeah. Please make LeBron the level 40 reward, make him a point guard, small forward, Dark Matter. I promise you buy more time.
Yeah, they have to do something. Like this is bad. This is bad. I mean, I'm really glad we've got DBG on because he's been talking a lot about, you know, the fact that the game is dead. Like he put out a video the other day talking about how MyTeam trends are the lowest they've been since February on YouTube, and it just seems like they're doing nothing about it, right? Like they had this whole bitch reality concept. I think as soon as it became the RNG conversation, people just lost interest because they realized they were just being guinea pigs for stuff. Like it's just weird, but the content drops are just bizarre. Like bizarre. What is this content drop yesterday? Like what is it? Like okay, we got Blake who's decent, and what else?
What the hell is a Ralph Sampson for a lock-in? I'm thinking we're gonna get like Ralph Sampson. Do you see his playability? He got little arms like this. He's so tall.
Yeah, we really got season like 1 and 2 cards again. Like that's pretty much what it is. I feel like it's just they've just given us earlier cards.
But hey, Jazz's favorite card is back. Dark Matter, Russell Westbrook. Hello.
Yeah, yes, we're talking about Russ. Are you gonna get him? Considering you're like the biggest Westbrook in the world.
I'll use him on my next gen team. I'll definitely use him there because he got steady. So
Josh, how many times are you gonna mention next gen today?
Until I get tired of it. Until I get tired of it.
You left a comment on one of my videos just to flex that you have
just to flex next gen.
Had nothing to do with the video. Just something about next gen.
He just drops it here. Cool.
So look, from the rest of the podcast, I'm gonna be talking like this. Look, this is gonna be how
Controller Josh. Have you guys seen some of the questions we've got lined up?
I've seen a few.
We don't want to say the name yet, right?
No. One I sent. I actually messaged someone and I said to say something just to try and get Jazz racked up. I want to get him geared up to get a bit angry in this podcast.
I thought this was a safe space. I thought it was a safe space.
We got some funny ones. So jolly Jazz.
We got some funny ones.
There's one question that you guys haven't seen that you're gonna get a real kick out of. I've actually got to sort it out. It's like a last minute question.
As long as no Westbrook slander, LeBron slander, or Nick slander, we're good.
Yeah, I actually tried to not look on purpose because I was like, I don't want to just throw it because I felt like there's going to be some goodies in there. So I'm excited for them.
Yeah, for sure. Funny. For sure. Yeah, it's going to be great, man. I can't wait. This format is goated. Even before we get onto it, like if you sent in a question, thank you so much. You literally built the podcast for us this week. Like my whole week changed. Usually I'm there just like sweating, trying to get enough content together. Like content for 2 hours. It's hard work, man. It's hard work. It's a long time. especially when I kind of put one of the things out there and someone gives me a one-word response.
You know what? Wow. Okay.
That was 10 minutes well spent. Yeah.
Jazz coming up with a master question, and then he gets like a 2-minute answer. Oh, okay. Wow. Thanks. All right. Next question.
Yeah, that's it. It literally has happened before where I've got through like what I thought was 45 minutes in about 5 minutes. It's tough. It's tough when it happens.
It's gutting, as Jazz would say. So gutting.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. All right, guys. So it's that time of the week again. Okay, guys. So it's that time of the week again. It's guest time. As I said earlier, we've got DBG on this week. Like hat-trick appearance. How you doing, DBG?
I'm good. I'm extremely tired, but I'm good.
You got your morning monster. You just told us. Is that a routine?
No, it's my routine when I actually have to get up at a somewhat. I was about to say I was like at a somewhat reasonable time, but noon is not a reasonable time.
That's not reasonable.
What clock do you think you're on? Like, what part of the world do you think you're actually like in sync with?
Eastern time in America.
Is that what it is? You and Josh just on the same schedule.
Eastern time in America.
So it's really like 7 a.m. Yeah, that makes sense.
I can't start work most of the time till like 2:30, 3 p.m.
Fair.
So like,
Wow.
there's no point waking up before 1 p.m.
Yeah. I mean, unless you've got a stream, right? Like, yeah, you're good.
Do you really think I stream more? Do you really think I stream more than once a week?
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason to right now. If they release some more content, maybe. Yeah, 250k subscribers, man. Congratulations. That's an incredible achievement, man. How are you feeling about it all?
Like it was a good achievement for about an hour, and then it was like, oh crap, I have to get more videos out.
Yeah.
That's the problem with this world, and it never ends, really.
250k.
250k DBG, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not understate that, man. You put in a lot of work. You know, your schedule was just ridiculous. Like you told us, you uploaded your first video at like 4 a.m. last night. I mean, I did notice you went quiet that evening, so I know you celebrated. What did you do? You must have done something.
But I went quiet that evening. I finished work at 1 a.m. instead of 4 a.m. and I ordered in takeaway.
What did you have?
Okay. Some Monster on the side, you know what I'm saying, to add a little bit of touch to it, you know what I'm saying? Nice little glass of Monster.
Try to drink as little of this crap as possible.
No?
Yeah.
Like
water?
Sorry?
You mean water? Juice?
Just juice.
Yeah.
No, with ice, you gotta have the ice cubes with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Nice cold water.
You don't see him drinking water every time he reacts to a Thai video?
No, but the ice cubes is what we need. The
Ice cubes. Do you not like just keep the water in the fridge?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Ice cubes is like a quick fix. You know, I need some cold water. Just throw some cubes in there.
It's still quicker to pull the water straight out the fridge. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
What did you have, man? What was the meal? What's the takeaway you have when you get 250k subscribers?
So I ordered Domino's for the first time in like 7 or 8 months, and I realized why I stopped ordering Domino's.
Oh no!
Because the older I've got, the worse my body reacts to that much salt and that much just crap. And I've woke up the next day feeling like I just drank a liter of vodka that hungover. Like,
oh wow!
Jeez.
So what kind of toppings did you get?
All meat.
Huh?
Whole meat.
All meat.
What is that? All meat, you said?
Yeah.
Meat. You know what meat is? Meats.
I would recommend. I get the Alfredo. The Alfredo sauce is so good. But like you said, you know, salt. So
Josh is low key high
what the hell is
society,
that? What's Alfredo sauce?
Alfredo, like you don't know what Alfredo is? Alfredo's pasta.
That's an American thing.
We just have regular sauce, barbecue.
Oh, so you're missing out. You gotta
That's
have
it.
options. No, we get that. We get what else they got? They got some white cheese. It's so good. That's why we're fat over here, anyway.
Your pizza's your takeaway pizzas are terrible.
No.
I ordered everything. I ordered everything in San Diego, and it was all terrible.
You got to try New York style pizza. That's the
New
best.
York pizza is.
I've been in New York. It is the most. It's cheap. The $1 pizza slices.
No. You got to go to the good spots. The one that we don't. $1 is when you come off of work. You're like, I'm gonna spend too much money, or I'm on lunch break. A little pizza. But the good spots is like $2.50 a slice, at least.
$2.50.
Jeez.
It's not a lot of money, is it? The pizza in New York was good. I do remember it. You got B-Ball Daily back. DBG.
Yeah, I got a video and a stream. I got to upload today on that. But yeah.
You got 100K subscribers on that channel, right?
Yeah. That's the first of the two 100K plaques here. The first of the two there.
Quick flex.
He said, "Wait, no, this side."
Yeah. Do you think that channel will beat your main one?
No.
Do you think it will overtake that? No.
No. Like as in that channel, realistically would be on about 700,000-800,000 subscribers if I didn't do DBG.
Yeah.
But it would also made like no money. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying that. Why did it make no money? You said that last time you came on. Like your 2K channel makes
copyright claims won.
Right.
Like 40% of videos are copyright claimed. Then so you make zero money off about 40% of your videos. Then a lot of the videos are shorter. Like you can't. The ad rate's lower because the ad rates are lower on sport videos than gaming videos, and also a lot of my viewers were from the Philippines, where their ad rate was like 1/10 of what the American ad rate is. So I was literally making pennies off views in the Philippines. If I get 1 million views in the Philippines, it'd be like getting 80,000 views in America.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that.
Like I made no money. Like that, I made more money. I remember my last daily December, I got 1 million views on DBG, 7.8 million views or something on B-Ball Daily. I made more money off the 1 million from DBG.
Wow. That's crazy. I'm never going to understand YouTube ever.
If you could make another channel about one more thing you're passionate about, what would the channel be?
I mean, I've barely left the house in a year, so I'm passionate about 3 things. I'm passionate about 2 things: 2K and Leeds.
That's it.
At this stage, that's it.
Your studio looks quite cool. I like how you've done this kind of virtual studio. Have you had that for a while? Did you literally just put that together?
I put together the green screen that day. I bought, the Elgato green screen that you can pull up.
Yeah.
It's somewhere else there. But like I have to literally put my camera in this weird spot. I tried to get one of the cam link things to use like a camera as a webcam, but I don't have like a tripod that's high enough or anything. So I was like, that didn't work. So I just wasted about 100 quid of equipment. Oh.
Just send it to me if you want. You know what I'm saying? I'll make good use of it. Just send it to me.
No, I've got it all. I've got it all sorted anyway for when I eventually do move out. So
awesome. You've also got a third channel now, like going. Just building some momentum. Mick M1CK. All these links will be in the description, by the way. If you haven't subscribed to one, maybe you're subscribed to one, not the other. They're all good. Go check them all out. You're doing a podcast on that channel. We have some experience in that market. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's grand. I mean, I've realized that the vast majority of my fan base, and I don't mean people that just click on my videos, but I mean the people that have kind of stick watching me because they almost just like hearing me just ramble about stuff. So I was like, why not just have an entire channel where I can just ramble about stuff? Yeah,
it's awesome, man. The podcast is really good. Like the one with Ty was fantastic. I told you I'm going to do this, so I'm going to do it. Like it's quite funny because we were just talking about this podcast this week and our kind of intentions with it when we set it up, and now we've got people sending in video questions, which we're going to go through in a bit. And just kind of the community coming together a little bit was kind of one of our goals. And it's quite funny that the messages I've received since you set up, there's a lot of people sending messages going, what do you think of the podcast? Or, you've done it and now DBG's doing it. And some of the messages weren't so nice.
Are you surprised? This community is not so nice.
Yeah.
I've said it. We'll always say it, that the 2K community brings out the worst in everyone in it, myself included. Like, if you ask anyone about me early 2020, they probably don't have too many good things to say about me. Like,
fair. I mean, if you'd heard me on the mic and limited yesterday when I was getting stalled, that's probably the worst I am. I can get pretty toxic.
It is a 2K thing to bring out the word. I know. I know. get ugly.
I just want to make it super clear. Like, DBG was one of the first people that came on the podcast. He's helped me massively. Like, whether it's content that we were talking about the other day, that literally if I was behind on something, I send him a message. He always gets back to me. He's always helpful. There wouldn't be a podcast if it wasn't for people like DBG that came on and really gave us that slingshot at the start. Also, the thought of DBG ripping someone else off and not having the balanced part of that conversation is literally a joke. Like, how many people do tier lists? How many people use your model? Ty and Nate literally came on and openly said, like, we're just doing what DBG does. Like, the fact that
others have tried and failed. They've tried and succeeded. So
yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's cut that out. The more podcasts are on, the better. The more we're talking about this game, the better for everyone. And someone like DBG doing this format is just great for everyone. It's good for us as well. And he's still on the podcast. Look, it's all good.
I heard on episode 2 of your podcast, we spoke about Sleepy Josh. You know what I'm saying? The guy who missed D-Rob. People were telling me about that. AKA Josh. I said, he spoke about me? It's like, yeah. Josh. That's cool.
I tried to find that clip. I couldn't find it. Like, I literally tried to find that clip, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I don't even know which one that would have been in.
I think.
Was that with Ty or?
They said it was the second one. I think the second one.
No, the second one was with Ambush, and we definitely did not mention that with Ambush.
So then probably was the first one.
It wasn't with Ambush.
No, it was the one before. You did one without a guest, didn't you, before Ty? Is that right?
Yeah. The one where we talked about WrestleMania.
Yes, yeah, it was that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
Okay. All right. A lot of people just telling me I'm AKA Josh now. Thanks to Jazz. You know, that's what I'm known as. Mr. AKA. You know,
no, that's not your nickname anymore. Your new nickname is 8K47.
8K47, right? Yeah.
8K47. That's what 2K is. That's what 2K is driven into right now. That's all we got to talk about is.
But now when I'm 8K away every season, I'm gonna take a nap. I just got to keep the tradition. Got to take a nap.
But there's nothing else to talk about in 2K because there's nothing to do in 2K.
It's such a weird time.
I was about to say, at least we're getting a free Opal on Monday.
We are.
Better be.
No one's gonna care. The hype's gone. Have you looked at Google Trends?
I was literally just telling you.
Since Carmelo Anthony came out, like since that day, it has just tanked. My team.
Well, like at February, was it February levels? That's what your video said, right? Like.
Yeah,
4 months of growth and then just back to zero.
But like February was like season 4, where nothing happened in season 4. We all knew nothing happened in season 4. Yeah. We were all just like, we can't wait. Age of Heroes spikes up. This season is at its highest, really high. Tank.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of weird. All right, guys, let's jump into our first question. So our first question is from Ashaz.
A guy.
So guys, I heard you guys are taking questions for the podcast, so here are these 3 I got. Number 1 is, how has skill-based matchmaking like changed your game? Have you had to change your play style? Have you had to change the way you play? Second question is why do you guys think Algo is still in the game, and why do you think they added it into the first place? My third question is, do you guys think they're going to continue skill-based matchmaking in future 2Ks or next season, or was this season just an experiment? Here are my questions. Thank you guys for having these questions on. Peace out.
Okay, that's a shot. That's an amazing question. That's
Cool.
Topic at the minute, skill-based matchmaking. So has it changed the way you play? That was the first part of this question.
I want to take this one because that's my guy right there. Shaz is my guy. So, skill-based matchmaking. I feel like it hasn't really changed the way I play. It just depends. It just changed how hard I have to try in the game. Like normally in Unlimited, you could just fire up and be like, all right, I'll try like 50% maybe. But with skill-based, you're like, all right, I got to sit up and play this dude so I could get this win, especially if you want to win. And do I think this is something they're gonna keep throughout the rest of the year? I don't think it's an experiment. I think this is the experiment phase. Like they're keeping it the rest of the year, and I think they want to see like the feedback they get from it, and they might incorporate it into next year's game.
Yeah, fair. DBG, does it change the way you play?
No, because I don't play Unlimited.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But every Unlimited, it hasn't changed the way I play, but it really pisses me off when I'm doing like squad builder challenges now. Because now if I run a squad with like silvers and bronzes, it used to be that I come up against like sapphires and rubies. And now I come up against 7 dark matters.
The mismatch you got the other day was genuinely quite funny. Was it the short team?
The short team, yeah. I started with Muggsy Bogues. So not Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb. Was it Spud Webb, Yuta, Bradley Beal, Bronze Jay Sean Tate, and Silver PJ Tucker. I got matched up with 10 dark matters.
Oh my lord. That's ridiculous. That is what's ruined it kind of like for everyone. It definitely has.
The thing is, Jaquel, like shout out to you, man, because you got Michael Red. You ran through it this week. Like people are not getting Michael Red, man. The fact that you did that really puts in perspective how good you are at this game. Like it's just
it hasn't changed my like I'm the same as Josh, like with playing hard and just do I think they're going to keep it 100%? And with the algo question, I feel like algo was added to help the casuals.
Algo's been in the game for as long as like it was added in to keep games as close as possible. And it was added in to bring a luck element into the game.
Yeah. I thought it helped casuals. I thought that's what that was for. But now you bring in skill-based matchmaking, it kind of, I don't know. I think
it doesn't make sense anymore. It doesn't make sense.
I think it should be one or the other. Like
counteracts each other. Yeah, counteracts each other. Because now the casuals are going to be getting algoed against people just as good as them. So I don't really get the point of it.
It literally doesn't make sense anymore. I mean, if you're loading into a game where you're supposed to be at a similar skill level, what role does algo then play in that game? It literally decides the winner.
It decides the outcome of the game.
Yeah, because what if none of you like? What if you play you can't even green on this game, right? You play someone else who can't green. It's just a battle of whites. Like you literally could just close your eyes and just
whoever has more flexible Hall of Fame flexible was that game. That's
literally. It's literally.
But like current gen is the most ridiculous thing ever. So I played Fat Balls in a tournament last week. In game 1, he hit 11 white threes in a row. Like I shot, in fairness, like, look, we were both playing on current gen. Neither of us knew how to play. He figured out how to play defense before I did. And that's how, and then he ended up just blowing me out because I didn't figure it out. First half, I think I greened like 4 shots. He greened 1. Neither of us missed a 3-point shot.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
it was like 94% shooting versus 89% shooting in the first half.
Yeah, current gen is pretty bad. That's why I had to switch over to the 5.
It's better, isn't it? It's better, isn't it?
It's way more fun. It's way more fun. I don't get stressed out playing this game.
Yeah,
like, I play on-ball defense and I get rewarded for it. So I enjoy that.
Yeah, it's still bad, but it's not as bad. No. It's not as bad.
There's less cheat. Next gen would be like an amazing game if they just took out the fades. That's literally
fades are gone.
I feel like
they did take out the fades.
I've played a few people.
I make a few sometimes, and I'm new. I make a few from time to time.
It's still a lot better, but that was the only problem I had with that. And then current gen, it's just the whites. Whites, I can't stand the whites.
They boosted on next gen. They put in a speed patch to help the park guys, but the speed patch only works on user controlled players. Mm-hmm. So user controlled players are like twice as fast as the AI, and the speed patch also they mirror sand a bunch of players. Do you remember when in 2K20 when they brought in the speed patch, taller players moved like they had 100 speed?
Yeah, they were
like Bowl moves at the speed of light on next gen.
Wow. Yeah.
Like he literally
touched next gen for a while, so geez.
He moves at the speed of light. He's the fastest player and it's not close.
People can't dribble on next gen. They just zigzag. They cannot dribble. Like I go on team like I'm like, what? I'm like,
side. Speed burst at 150 speed at one direction. Yeah. You go by him and dunk.
One side. Yeah. I would sit on one side. But just come here. Let me get the bump. Okay, we're going the other way.
Yeah. I noticed that with Dirk. Dirk Nowitzki ages ago that he was faster than my Luka on next gen with the ball. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, they brought in a speed. The pro-am, not even pro-am players, park players complained the game was too slow. So they rectified that by making players faster. But now you just glitch by the AI. Like the AI cannot guard anybody.
Yeah.
Like you can't complain about off-ball defense on next gen because off-ball defense does not work on next gen.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't. I like being able to guard the person manually. I think it's better. Yeah, it's fun.
Well, if they're going that way, then that's cool. But it's just like I don't think they will. They'll keep it like that. I don't. Not if too many people complain again, especially because it's tough.
Next gen, I liked it at the start. It was slow, but it was fun. 5v5, but no, the park players would ruin my team, but at the same time, if they gave my team players power over the game, it would ruin park. So I'm not sure why.
Yeah,
There's no way for them to balance it out, like to 10-1, and then like there's no way for them to do that, or they're just not trying.
There is no way for them to do it. It's not even to do with the sliders in game. It's to do with the game mechanics. Like park players, the way park players want players to move does not work in 5v5.
There's got to be some middle ground. There's definitely got to be some middle ground. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I haven't said a word because I don't have the console. Josh is flexing this whole week. Sitting there on current gen.
Flex, man.
I'll still admit you're not missing out on much. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, you're not. It's not that much.
No,
it's the lesser of two evils, but that's not saying much.
It's more enjoyable, but it ain't. It's not enjoyable if I can.
I don't touch my team like that. Like I've literally been playing nothing but my player. I think that's the main thing that's fun for me, just being able to grind the player out. But my team, I just play TT online. I don't touch unlimited because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to dribble. I'm not.
That's a different game. You can't go on unlimited just without testing a little.
I reckon it'll be weird to see what happens 250 next year. Who gets through? Because you're gonna have to see the likes of Ty and Isaac completely adapt their games because the way they play on current gen will not work on next gen.
Yeah, Ty hasn't made the jump yet. Do you think he needs to make it soon?
I think he needs to at least play 2 or 3 months going into 2K21. Otherwise, he's screwed. Like that's like a guy's been practicing for a year. Yeah.
So our next question is from Hasty Plays, big fan of the channel. We know. Good friend as well. He's a Twitch streamer. He's a YouTuber as well. So check him out as well. We'll be tagging everyone on Twitter to send in a question. But this is a question from Hasty.
Hey guys, first off, just thanks heaps for giving me a chance to send in some questions for the podcast. Being obviously like a huge fan of the podcast, this is something like really cool for me. So my question is, how do you guys see the long-term effects of having skill-based matchmaking in 2K? Do you think that like it'll be something that they might push harder in 2K22 or they might take out, which is why they're trialing it now? Or do you think that like it might help the whole player base improve to give us a more competitive 250k tournament? Because like you were saying, like the likes of Ty and Debo are losing games in Unlimited now, and it's just, sweat city like never before. Like, is that 2K's way of maybe trying to make a bit more of a competitive 250k tournament? Is that their way of trying to knock Ty off the top spot? Something like that? It'd be really, really interesting to hear your thoughts on that. Personally, like I'm enjoying like the skill-based matchmaking to a degree. Like I don't enjoy obviously getting flogged all the time, but you can't really get better if you play against someone that rage quits in the first quarter kind of thing. Like the one thing I've noticed, it just inflates your ego, and then when you do play someone tough, you just lose it. Like that's speaking from experience, that is.
That's a really good question. I didn't even think of it like that. I just always thought they added it because we asked for it for so long. I feel like people have been asking for this for years. I feel like they just finally added it just because, we've been asking for it. But to put it like that, being that 250k is kind of our biggest event of my team, and if they have more.
I just want to stop you there.
Yeah.
We have to stop thinking that 2K cares about the 250k tournament. Because they don't. They have not made one decision based on the 250k tournament. They do not care. Like we have to before we start making these theories about it, they do not care. We care, they don't.
The thing is, he brings the main thing I got from that question is 250k is basically played on unlimited sliders, right? It's the same mode. Like if skill-based matchmaking exists, which I think everyone in this conversation agrees that it does.
It does.
What impact does that have on the qualifiers? If the qualifiers are going to be running the same way Unlimited is currently run, sweats are going to come up against sweats in the qualifiers. Casuals are going to come up against casuals. Doesn't that throw the whole concept?
Yeah, that's if they keep it for that, or if
they will.
I agree. I agree that they don't care about 250k because the tournament stayed the same. There's no changes. There's no.
I mean, it's so fluid, but they just.
I think that's their way of stopping like stallers. Because
we complained 3 years in a row and they've not changed it. They've made it worse. Instead of 16 separate qualifiers, it's now only 4 qualifiers. So you can get. It used to be that if you got error coded 4 times, you still had 12 other shots of qualifying. Now, if you got error coded 4 times, you've lost. you're out.
Yeah. I don't even know their plan with skill-based matchmaking. I don't think they have one. I don't really think they've thought about it.
No.
I think it's something they've just seen, or they've just decided, hey, let's chuck it in, see how it goes. I don't think there's a real
Jazz, you made a good point though. Like if they let's say they do keep it for qualifiers, sweats would see each other a lot earlier, because a lot of people would say it's luck sometimes, because some people just really get good matchups every time they get somebody who's bad. And if they really add skill-based matchmaking, now you're playing somebody at the same level, although the game is going to go the distance, I don't think the scores will be as high, because it won't be too many blowout games. So it's going to really be like,
but if they add that for the sweats, that means that the best players aren't going to make it.
Do you know what's going to end up happening if that happens?
What?
You're going to see guys having two accounts, having a practice account where, or maybe you're going to see them, nobody's going to touch Unlimited, these 250k players. They're only going to play comp, scrims, and TTO.
Yeah.
So they're going to build up their squad. They're going to get their squad together. They're going to have a 0-0 record in Unlimited. And they're going to just play comp, scrims.
It's always a little far.
I'll tell you
These
what,
are 0-0, and they're going to blitz their way through qualifiers.
And because you know what sucks too, and they're not going to know if that's how it's going to be until it's time. So you know what I mean? 2K is not going to let us know if qualifying is skill-based matchmaking.
2K won't even let us know now.
Yeah, they haven't confirmed it.
That means it's over, bro. Like if Ty's got to play just Jin Sanity type players, none of them are going to make 250k. It's going to be the
But what about the bad players though? Like the bad, because like
they'll make it, because someone's going to be not that bad, and they're going to run through all those.
I could answer that. I'm a bad player. So like, look, if that was legitimately the case, I would go 0-100 before the qualifiers. I would give myself a minus 100 record. Over 4 hours, I might get back to 10 and 100. Like I might qualify legit. Like,
but like it's actually scary how bad the skill-based matchmaking is. Because I can't remember what video, it was the tallest player's video. If you watch my video, I play against someone with a couple of Dark Matters and some Galaxy Opals. And the guy whose account I was on was 2-8. And I literally, and this is on current gen where I'm not even good. I literally said it before the game. I look at the guy's squad I'm playing against, a really good squad. I go, skill-based matchmaking, my opponent is going to suck. I'm going to win this game.
Yeah.
And I'm using Saf, Ruby, Manute Bowl, and Ruby Mirasan. I'm like, I'm still going to win because skill-based matchmaking.
There's no better example of skill-based matchmaking than Limited for me. Like, I played Limited yesterday.
You win every game in Limited.
Literally. And I'm running into God squads. Like, I was running a genuine 90 overall yesterday, just having some fun with it. And I didn't lose a game. Like, it's crazy the difference. Like, where are these people? Where's the guy I played yesterday that had a Dark Matter starting 5? Where is he in Unlimited?
Yeah, he don't touch Unlimited. Yeah, he don't touch that game.
He's
and you won't
I'm
even
just
see
not
him now.
matching up with him.
Yeah, and you won't see him now because
that was the thing. Last year, like you at least used to go. Everyone who could go 12-0, they were going at least 7-8-0 nearly every run.
Yeah.
Like you were going, like most people were winning. Winning 90% of games wasn't uncommon last year. It's now extremely uncommon.
Yeah.
Like if you're winning 90% of the games, you're one of the best right now.
I had a 87% win record in the Iggy season, which was the best record I've ever, like just the best 6-week period I've ever had playing Unlimited. Like I'm probably a 70% player. That's probably where I sit. Now I genuinely feel like I'm a 50% win player. Like that's what I feel like now. I feel like I've got significantly worse at the game in the last 3 months because the game is making me feel that way. Like I'm just not getting an easy win.
I said for skill-based matchmaking, it's cool and all if I can go for 250k. Otherwise, why am I sweating my ass off? Why do I need to do that? It's just
I really want the Hoff badge. I want the Hoff badge. I can't even sit there. Like
you want that pass fake maestro?
Huh?
You want the deep hooks post hook patch?
I put it up on
my level 39. My level 39 badge was putback boss, but I'm hoping for something better. Like I would literally sit there and be like, all right, I'm gonna lock in for this run. And like 2 minutes into that game, I know it's skill-based matchmaking. I'm like, I don't want to play this dude anymore. I'm like, I'm not trying this hard. I'm like,
it's just not fun. It's not fun. You need a blowout. Like you need a blowout now and then, just for your confidence and your sanity. You just need one now and then. Like it's tough.
But like the worst part is that like if you look at FIFA. Do any of you play Division Rivals in FIFA?
No. So I used to, like 19, Maybe the beginning of 20 was the last time I played it.
But it still had the same like concept where there was SBMM, but you would play against people. You could see your opponent's skill level.
Yeah.
Like there was a skill points. You only played against people with similar skill points. But basically, you would go up the divisions, and the higher divisions you're in, you only play against people in your division or with similar skill levels. Yeah. So you play against better and better players. But the better players you play against, the better rewards you get.
Yeah.
So if you're tanking your record and you're beating everyone by 40 or by 4 goals, you don't get that good rewards. And if you're beating all the best players, you get the best rewards. But in 2K, if you have an 0-100 record and you win 12 games against bums, you get the exact same reward. Your reward the exact same way as if you beat tied Evos 12 times in a row.
Yeah.
And it's clearly more difficult to beat a tied Evo level player or even a somewhat competitive level unlimited player. To beat somebody just
do you remember it was a past 2K? They used to I think it was quick match. I don't remember what year it was, but they would tell you like your opponent's strength and weaknesses. You remember what 2K that was when you load up on quick match? I know it's an older one.
They've never had skill based on either. No, it's never been skill based.
No, I remember I think it was
that was like
15? Like it was like on the old gen though. They would tell you like
they still have the strength and weakness.
They still have that? Oh, okay. I want to see if they still have
it. Still the same.
Have you ever played Play Now Online recently?
Nah, I don't touch it.
If you want to feel good about yourself, play Now Online.
Really?
That's what I'm gonna say.
You think I can win with the Knicks?
Sorry?
You think I can win with my Knicks?
You probably could win by 40. I was prepping last year for like the Play Now Ireland tournament, and I went 128-0. And most of my games were rage quits in the first quarter when my opponents would brick 2 3-pointers and I'd green 2 shots in a row with Danny Green. They just quit.
Yeah, that's mostly that's a casual mode like this. You'll feel like a god on there, like all four. Like
that's your background, isn't it? Globals,
yeah. But in my server, I know like 5 people who can roll with me and play now. That's it.
Jaquel was dropping 60 with Harden getting triple team and still having
that was crazy. That video was crazy. Yeah,
I seen that. I'm like, yo, what is he doing? Like, it was.
That's what Play Now is like, though. You gotta like with the good teams, you just use
drop 90 points with Steph Curry in games. Like I've seen people do it. Like,
listen, if Julius Randle could give me 70 points, we're good.
You probably could.
Play Now is my favorite game mode because it actually takes It takes more IQ than skill in Play Now.
Yeah,
and that's the one thing I'm good at in 2K. Like I have no skill level, but in terms of like IQ, knowing like what to do, different tactics, trying to like expose an opponent's weaknesses. That's why I'm so good at the start every year in 2K when everybody doesn't have strengths. But like when it comes to this stage, I am garbage. Like
I mean, when it gets to this stage, it's basically potluck anyway, isn't it? Like the way it's all set up now. I mean, Unlimited is completely broken at this point. We've got skill-based matchmaking on a 68-0 run, which literally makes no sense. I mean, the odds are you're going to go 32 or 33 and 33 or whatever. Then you chuck Algo into the mix as well. You chuck the players that we have now in the game. You chuck the fact that, DBG's playing games where he's running low overalls and playing God squads. You then add in the fact that, he played Fat Balls the other day and someone hit 11 full whites in a row. I mean, the game mode is just ridiculous at this point. Does it make any... Like you said, I don't think 2K have got a strategy with skill-based matchmaking. They genuinely don't.
They don't. They just put it in.
No sense.
Jazz, you know what like confirms it? Remember the last episode of when Melo went against Bobo? I could have literally played somebody just trying to glitch. That man went and dropped 60 points on me, bursting up the court the whole time. I'm just making a video for fun, and this guy is sweating.
There's no making videos for fun anymore.
Like I can't even have fun.
You cannot just I'm gonna say this. HCB was on to something last year by just playing bums in the MyTeam multiplayer challenge.
Yeah.
Instead of playing unlimited, playing in the MyTeam multiplayer challenge, playing against dudes that had just started off the game. He was on to something last year. That's smart.
Yeah.
That was so much smarter than all of us sweating in unlimited for gameplays. And I'll just start playing TTO. He was on to something, man. He was
They need to introduce, like for content creators especially, not that that's what they care about. They need to introduce like a quick match. It has to happen. Just quick match where you can run one team versus another, no consequences, no win records, no nothing like that. If you just want to play a game for fun, I feel like that is the solution, like really quick.
I've been saying that for years. I've always like in all of my like wish lists, I've sent it to like LD. I've sent it to all the There's no point in sending to LD because he's just a dude from 2K TV. I've said to Des, I'm like, the most important thing in my team, have a quick match, non-ranked, casual mode, and just make Unlimited a little bit more competitive. It's like Unlimited is trying to be both a casual and competitive mode at the same time, and that doesn't work.
Yeah, it's completely
Put in
broken.
quick match.
Yeah, all right. Let's move on to another one. So we got AJ Josh, who I think all of us know. You know him as well, DBG, right?
Yeah, we've known each other years. Sure, we collabed back in 2017.
Was that when you picked his TTO team?
No, this is years ago.
Yeah, he's a legend. Let's check out
fellow Knicks fan. Shout out to us, 4th seed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's check out his question.
Alrighty, it's your boy. It's AJ Josh. Apologies for the lighting, but your boy is in work currently. So, it is your favourite Welshman. So, I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, what would you do to improve said content of the week? So, basically, we all know now content is out on Friday. We have garbage content out on Tuesday. What would you do to improve said content? Like, I don't know, maybe put the reward cards on a different day other than Friday, 2K. Come on now. And also, when you guys going to recognize that Patrick Ewing is like the GOAT card of 2K21? Just let me know. Let me know. It's time for you to put some respect on that man's name. All right, see you guys.
Knicks legend Patrick Ewing is the damn best to ever walk on the basketball court. And
he's a symbol of ineptitude in 2K. He has never been good in 2K.
Never.
His take on Patrick Ewing is worse than his hair.
Listen, we're New York Knicks fans slander in here, okay? What is this zone?
Oh, yeah, Josh had that Knicks blue going on. I think he was represented, no?
Yeah, represent 4th seed.
Did you do that for charity? Did you lose a bet? What was, or was it? That's a genuine question.
Josh, you can respond to that next week, by the way.
It was charity, wasn't it?
What could we do to improve content? I like last year's lineup. I remember we used to have so many different. Like for one, I'm trying to figure out why they didn't bring back buzzer beaters. I didn't have a problem with the set. The cards, they weren't the best, but it wasn't bad content. I feel like if they added like buzzer beater, like if they take some of the packs that they used to drop from last year and add that throughout the week to kind of give us more content and probably like slow down with how good they were making cards, I feel like that would have been better to make content a little bit more, I guess, enjoyable. Because like we only look forward to really one day in the week, which is Friday. Tuesday, you know, all right, the card's gonna get, like Josh was saying, is gonna.
Even the Fridays hit and miss now. We've had 2 Fridays in the last 3 weeks that are just almost like it didn't happen.
Effort. It's like they think giving us the XP agenda was enough, and like they should have kept the XP agenda and what they had, like what content last year. I feel like they would have definitely still had some type of momentum. There was definitely a lot of packs I see that I like a lot.
Yeah. I think the putting cards in, we actually play the game because of cards and packs, and the Warped Reality pack showed that that's not true, because by Monday we'd all stopped caring about what was in Warped Reality packs, and they released nothing on Monday. They released the most garbage Wednesday or packs on Tuesday. That mystery packs we've got so far.
Yeah.
Then Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Friday, idols. Like
unbelievable.
Which was underwhelming as well. Like,
have you looked at the content for season 5? Like season 5, we got.
I saw you got a video on this, haven't you? Like
we had at least 3 free grindable cards combined between Monday and Friday. Every Tuesday, we had a free grindable card as well. We had at least 1 batch of moments cards every single week.
Yeah.
In season 5,
right.
We have had 5 moments cards in all of season 6.
Oh.
And Kevin Porter just dropped 50 the other day. I'm pretty sure he broke some records. And that's a card that people could get and people would actually enjoy. Because I remember last year that Diamond, people went crazy about it when we got Spotlight Sims. They had the opportunities to make content.
He might get one Monday. I would not be surprised if he gets on Monday.
I will. If they drop an Opal KPJ, I will run that card. Like I've never been so green.
You think 98 Opal or 97 Opal?
I mean, whatever.
I think he deserves it because I think he deserves it because it's later in the year. All the cards are OP. He's not going to be in the playoffs, so you might as well drop an Opal of him for that performance. I think he should.
They've just been so inconsistent with moments. Like at least even with Spotlight Sim moments last year, they were consistent.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Every time one of them expired, we got a new one. every time the throwback moments expired, we got a new set of throwback moments.
Yeah.
Like a lot of time they were only there for 4 days, but we got new cards every 4 days. Like last year, we didn't get, like I'm looking at these batches of cards. We got like 13, we're getting like 10 new cards every Friday at least.
Yeah.
And last year that just wasn't the case.
Yeah.
And we're getting 40 cards when seasons are launching. But like if you look at last year's updates or last year's things, we got maybe 7 cards on a Friday, but we'd get more cards throughout the week.
Yeah.
I think that was the best thing. Like instead of them releasing everything on a Friday, like last year, if we would have like Spotlight Sims, say would come out on certain Tuesdays, we never went more than 5 weeks without a Spotlight Sim last year. Whereas we're already 8 weeks since the last Spotlight Sims.
Mm-hmm.
We're already almost double the amount of time. And the Spotlight Sims were released earlier this year. So the cards are already way outdated in the current Spotlight Sims. So there's no point doing any of them anymore.
Yeah.
Even Brandon Roy and Unsell, there's no point doing them or Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not sure what their logic is because they were on the right track up until season 5, and then it just fell off a cliff.
It just seems like their entire focus has gone towards TTO and TT offline. It seems like the only thing they care about right now.
It's just gone to look.
Yeah.
RNG.
Everything's RNG. Glitch Market's RNG. Giving random Jordan packs out that you can get a Jordan shoe.
Yeah.
There's no good Jordan shoe in the game. There's no good Jordan shoe in the game. And like, well, last year, what I really liked with the Spotlight Sims cards, it's like they would let us create the card. Basically, somebody posts a box score of something crazy with a bronze or silver card. Okay, 2K's gonna drop that card maybe the day after. Like I remember we got a Justice Winslow, we got Lance Stevenson, we was getting Jabari Parker. Like a lot. Like why did they stop? That wasn't bad. That was, even though I wouldn't submit any scores, but that was fun. Like being able to control the cards we get and the type of stats they have. That was fun, man.
That was only there because they wanted to replace moments cards with something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not going to put any moments cards in, just bring it back.
Exactly.
And we used to, we were getting interesting midweek content. Like Navarro was a midweek card. Like they were doing things midweek that got us excited. The problem that they've got is when they pin everything on the Friday, if they don't hit the mark that Friday, for content creators, that's a disaster.
It doesn't even matter if they hit the mark that Friday. Because it doesn't matter, like they hit the mark with Warped Reality, we all stopped caring by Monday.
Yeah. Do you think there's any hype about these like GOAT cards that are coming? I feel like I'm not hyped at all about it.
No. There is no hype about anything in my team right now. There is more hype. There was more hype about Jaren Jackson Jr. than there's been for any card since Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, that's probably...
Actually, no, sorry.
Right?
There's more hype for Donovan Mitchell than any card since Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, guys.
J.O. is a card. I'm wrong with that.
Do you like J.O.?
Lu. No, but Ty Lue was hyped. I'm wrong about that.
Yeah. Glitch Reality did create some cool moments. All right, let's move on to the next one because we still got like 11 questions to get through. This is for you, DBG. This is from Caveman Money Shot on Twitch. Our good friend Neil. Let's check this out.
What What's going on, DBG? It's Caveman here. Papa Pack. What does DBG, what does Mick do when he's not 2King or making videos or podcasts? What does DBG like to do? What are your favorite things outside of basketball, outside of YouTube, etc.? What makes you tick, brother? Anyways, love the videos. You actually was my introduction into NBA 2K MyTeam YouTube videos. I think yours was the first I watched, and so you're a trendsetter, brother. Thank you. Take care.
I appreciate that. And what do I do outside of? He said outside of basketball as well. So, pubs are closed. I'll watch Leeds play whenever we play, and if I'm not recording, 90% of the time I am on this chair over there sleeping. So if I don't record for a couple of hours, if I'm not doing something for a couple of hours, I am 90% sleeping on a couch.
Are That's it.
I mean, there's not much to do. We're still in full lockdown. We're still in full lockdown. There's not much to do.
Yeah, it really is. I think people, especially in the States and stuff, because they've kind of not really locked down in the way we have in Ireland and the UK. Like, it really does limit what you can do almost entirely, doesn't it?
We've been in full lockdown since like the 20th of December. It's been 6 months. Like.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the palest I've ever been. I was already white before all of this. I am whitest of the white now.
All right. Good question, Caveman. We'll run on to the next one. This will be a familiar face for a lot of you guys as well. Is Raging Cajun.
What's up, OurTeam podcast in DBG? This is RCTV, also known as Raging Cajun. I had a few questions for you guys, and if you guys wanted to answer those, that'd be awesome. My first question is, what do you guys want out of Limited for next year? Not next season, like next year. Like, do you think Limited should stay weekend? Do you think Limited should be a week-long thing? Personally, I think that Limited is a week-long casual mode suits itself better than a weekend-only mode with very strange requirements. And I don't know. Something about Limited just doesn't, like, it's a good idea in concept, but the execution was pretty poor in my opinion. But I mean, there's some potential there. It's just, they're gonna have to change something. Hopefully they do. Anyways, those are my questions for you guys, and if you guys find time to answer those, that'd be awesome. Bye, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this first. Yes, please make it a week-long mode. As long as they get the requirements right. Please make it a week-long mode. Honestly, it's the most 2K I play. It's the only real fun I have on the game anymore, to be honest. I enjoy TTO, but Limited is really the fun I have on the game now. Like, I will happily play 5 hours of Limited in a weekend out of choice. There's no other game mode I'll do that with. But they got to get the requirements right, because I think they've got super lazy of what the requirements are. Like, it's not exciting at all.
Yeah, I'm the same. Limited needs... Why they made Limited some weekend long thing when it could have been the casual mode that we all want. Like, Limited could have been, if Limited is a week long thing. I like the concept of the certain requirements for squads. I don't like the way that starting from season 6 they brought in overall cheese.
Yeah.
It's got to be intentional, because it's like it happened like 2-3 straight weeks. They just brought it in this season, because like I literally said it in my dev blog, and I did one of the dev blog things. They were like, the first weekend the requirements are 84 overall squad, and I was literally like reacting to the dev blog before it all, and I was like, Limited's ruined. Okay, we're out.
Yeah.
It's going to be God Squad 5-man lineups. Limited's ruined. It's not the same.
Why are they not making this more interesting? Like, I would love to see a week where we can't use a player that sort of played after 1980. Like, they're setting up so much amazing concepts, like with the content that they're creating, and then they just go run a 90 overall.
Like, no effort.
And then even the silver and gold one, it made sense, but they put it on rookie.
Yeah, it was so weird.
That would have been good. If that wasn't on rookie, that would have been a good weekend.
If they put on anything other than rookie, I'd have probably broke my system, man. There's no way.
Pro, trust me. Pro is Jacal. You playing now on pro. Pro difficulty still easy to score on. Rookie is rookie. You shoot 97% on heavily contested threes if you're using someone with a 93 pointer.
Yeah,
Damon Jones he was a dark matter that weekend.
The price of that card, everybody was using.
Yeah, it was literally like 40K.
Like, what the hell?
I made like 70K off Damon Jones because I had a bunch of them in my collection, and I've been saying it since week 1. I was like, I'm holding on to Damon Jones. There will be a limited week where he's going to go up in price the whole year.
I sold mine that week. Yeah, I mean, I had him from pulling him earlier in the year.
Where
was he from? Was he XP?
No, the very first season tip-offs.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I
also
missed the season tip-off packs.
Yeah.
He only has an emerald. Like, please give my man a diamond.
Did you say?
I do. RJ Barrett.
Oh,
yeah, RJ Barrett, yeah.
There's so many weird content things where you're just like, there are literally thousands of people you can give cards to, but 2K are like, no, we're only going to release 4 cards in the middle of the week. Like, like there's why is it like there's one specific card that I always joke about that every single year he has been in 2K. Jared Jeffries has only had one card. He has had an insane budget OP card every year at the very start of the game, but they only have given him one card and never a second card. He's a 6'11" small forward, and they have never given a second card. 2K18, he comes out with a God tier emerald. They don't give him another card. 2K19, he starts off the game as the best Sapphire token reward. They don't give him a second card. 2K20, they give him a Sapphire, one of the best Sapphires in the game. 6 foot or 6'11" small forward. They don't give him a second card. This year, an emerald. They don't give him a second card.
Yeah, it's weird. That is true. There is like there's some cards.
Who do you think knows more about 2K, you or 2KDB? Your ability to list that off just from the top of your head is insane.
Who knows more about historic? I don't think there's anyone that knows more about the weird things like that historically in 2K than me.
Yeah,
because again, like that's what I base my channel on. I've been doing this for like 5-6 years.
It is crazy.
Yeah. So
not even close.
But as in 2KDB probably knows. Like Kenny's like literally breaks down the ins and outs of the game. He probably knows more about how it works this year and last year than I do.
Fair. All right, guys. So we all agree limited should be a weekly thing. They just got to get it right. So the next question is a really, really good question. Like it's one of my favorite questions for this week because it's something I haven't thought about. And Jakel, you're going to be really interested in this question for sure.
I'm the Captain Hawk. I'm a small streamer from Poland and I have a question to all the guests. What 2K should do to generally improve the whole MyTeam experience and encourage all the casual gamers who don't have time to grind for XP every day to keep on returning to playing MyTeam? Cheers!
Okay, shout out to D Captain Hawk. I know this guy because he always raids me on Twitch with one person. Every single time I stream. I think he streams just to raid me with one person every time. He's an absolute legend. But what a great question. What is there for the casuals that will keep bringing them back to the game?
Well, for casuals, like that whole XP question, that's something that, you know, I agree with because, you know, I don't touch that. I don't touch that grinding. I don't have enough time to do that level 40 grind and it doesn't, for me, it's the unlimited reward has to be ramped up, or the rewards if they want to add more. Like that's for me anyway. And for casuals, I would expect kind of the same. We've talked about the other unlimited that we wanted to do, like a casual and then a ranked. If there was separate ones, like that would be awesome for casuals. Because I still think everyone should play online, but if it's going to be sweaty, then no one's going to touch it.
Yeah, I agree with Jakel. Like, you know, just kind of don't make it where it's like the main game mode is just something where some place where you have to sweat. Like you said it, casuals, I'm pretty sure they don't want to sit there and try so hard every game they play. Like they just want to play the game to have fun. Or like, you know, make it more rewarding for them too. Because I remember when I first started playing 2K, before I even got into the whole competitive thing, I literally was okay with playing domination and getting all the cards for domination and grinding that. But now I can't even be bothered with that game mode. But yeah, definitely make it more rewarding for casual players and like have a casual game mode. That's just all they need. Like if they could keep limited where it's a week-long thing, like to get back to the other question too, it's a week-long thing. And then like just the weekend you could get your ring. I think that would be like a good game mode for people. And like they could just still get packs throughout the week.
Yeah.
It's tough because like their whole ethos at the minute is no life in the game, right? That's what they want. It's built into XP. It's built into like these RNG, TTO offline rewards. There isn't really a huge amount. There's a couple of things we did touch on, like limited being a weekly thing would be cool. Quick matching unlimited would be cool, so you can just jump on and play casually. But really, it's funny, Jakel, because you are a comp player. Like in my opinion, you're one of the top 10 players in the world. But you are a casual as well because you don't play the game. You literally jump on just to play a bit of unlimited. And you're like losing your love for the game, I think, because of this, because there really is nothing for you to do.
It's just because of the constant years and years of just unlimited rewards are just not like there should be multiple. Why can't I have 10 every season? Why can't there be 10 for me to choose? Like, and I just choose one. I'd be happy as like it would give me something, I don't know, just something different. It's just the same old.
One thing I'll never understand is why the hell are you giving out silver cards for winning 3 games in unlimited? Why can't you, if from going through the Silver League, why can't you get a random diamond player? It's still 3k MT. Still not worth anything.
Yeah, and the fact that you're still getting diamond players out of the pink diamond box, I mean, seriously, at this point, I mean, there's no reason to play unlimited anymore.
Diamond cards are worth max like 7 or 8 KMT.
Yeah, yeah. And I always put a current god as well. It's always Giannis or something.
2 KMT.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, they need to figure this out.
I'm almost certain that the players that he's referring to, the casuals, don't replay the game, don't put any money into the game, so I don't think 2K care.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
XP, for me, I would have a big enough XP reward at like level 25. And instead of like, you just get like one of the random players, I would put, say, like a 98 overall Galaxy Opal at level 25. Or like a really good card, not just the terrible opals that they put in. Yeah. I would make one of those middle rewards the second best reward.
Or what if the 25 was like the Terry Dishwasher or the Denny Fury? You know what I mean?
Yeah, or not even that. Or maybe the 25 is something like 2 by Galaxy Opal pack.
Yeah.
Where you get 2 random Galaxy Opals.
And it's guaranteed. It's not like you're mindlessly playing the freaking game hoping like,
and it's guaranteed. So that's like, for XP rewards, that means that if you don't want to get to the final one, anyone can get to, say, level 25, which is like, that maybe they need to stop with the getting up to level 36. You're not even halfway to 40.
Yeah, what the hell?
Like, yeah, that's ridiculous.
Maybe they should make it so that you, with 50,000 XP, you're only at level 25 instead of 9,000 XP to get to level 25.
Yeah.
I
mean, they've literally taken the Candy Crush model now, haven't they? That's literally what it is. It's like this false sense of achievement.
It's a freemium. It's a freemium game that costs $70 to buy or 70 quid to buy.
Yeah, they're getting the best of
every mechanic in MyTeam is based on a freemium model.
I mean, Jacob
and freemium models don't care about the players that, and I'll even say it's much more of a freemium model than FIFA. Freemium games on mobile, they don't care about the people that just play their game and don't put the money in, which I think is the casual player base. They only want the people that can get addicted to the game because they're more likely to spend money because there's diminishing returns. So like you get a lot of rewards when you first start playing the game. And now we've seen it with less and less good rewards. So you have to play a hell of a lot of this game to get anything anymore. So that's incentivizing, I think, more and more people to look towards packs rather than playing the game. So like it is literally just a freemium model. And that's like what I've realized more and more in the last few weeks.
Jacob said it on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. Like, they are running the premium model, which is 70, 80 quid to buy the game. And, usually the extra money to buy the game isn't worth it. Then they're building in, like, microtransactions through packs and everything like that. And I completely agree with Jacob that all the stuff they're doing with RNG and getting us to know life the game things is going to lead to advertising on courts, things like that as well. They're going to be having the best of all three worlds. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. That's from our good friend Sam. This is what he's got to say.
What's going on, guys? Questions for everybody. So we got theme season going on this season. Glitch market, glitch reality. What do you think 2K could do next season to improve on that?
Yeah, I like that question because I actually been talking to some people in my streams and have been saying they think the right direction would be to go either finals or playoffs, which I definitely agree with. And if they do either one, I feel like to get by themselves a little bit more time in the game, they make LeBron, small forward, point guard LeBron, Dark Matter, the level 40 reward. And I think that would be like a good theme in the right direction because they could open the door to Dark Matter KD, Dark Matter Kawhi, and a lot of other great players who had good playoff runs.
It's actually like a really difficult thing to do. It's funny because like I've criticized 2K in the past for their themes. Age of Heroes, I liked Age of Heroes pretty much across the board. I didn't really have an issue with it. Glitch Reality was their best concept by a mile, but they just messed it up with RNG. But when like it comes to thinking about what I literally have no idea what I would do.
You see, my thing is, you see what they did in Season 5? Well, do that, but modernize it.
Yeah.
See, Glitch Reality, I said it was either going to be the best or the worst season. The initial hype in Glitch Reality was brought in by the community wondering what it was.
Yeah.
2K, this is the worst season we've had for its time. Like, obviously, you can look back at Season 1 in hindsight, but look at Season 1. This is the biggest step back we've ever had from one season to the next. And 3 to 4 was pretty bad.
Yeah. But I think Glitch Reality was a better idea than Age of Heroes.
Yeah.
It's just the execution is just...
All of their mysteries were get lucky.
Yeah.
They were like, we're going to call these mystery packs. Oh no, it's not that there's any mysteries involved with it all. It's just that you can get cards that aren't in the packs in packs.
Yeah, what a shame. We could have had so much fun with this concept. What an absolute shame that they
brought back runes. None of it means anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, unless you get like even the Ty Lue stuff. I mean, how easy was JR to get? Like, if they'd done this in another season, like if you got Steph Curry or Blake just like that, it would have been a big deal. But I didn't even try. I was just like, I'm going to get JR in a week.
Yeah, I mean, Ty Lue had hype for the first week, and now nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like if I get Ty Lue, I get JR. If I don't get Ty Lue, I don't get JR. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. One thing I would like to see is like a throwback season. I would personally like to see that. Like I said, I think they've built in so much of this already into the game with the ferries, the dishingers, and things like that. I would like to see just a completely cracked out season.
Yeah, no one would open packs.
Yeah, I know. I know it would never happen. You know, it's not your headline cards you're looking for. But I would just enjoy it. I'd get a real kick out of it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This question's from Tay.
What are the most overrated / underrated badges in my team?
And we should let DBG answer this one first.
Yeah.
Overrated clamps.
Really?
Gold. If you have gold clamps, you're fine. As in Hall of Fame clamps, considering that as 100k to a card is the most overrated thing in the game. If you're not getting a stop on someone with gold clamps, you're not getting a stop on someone with half clamps.
Does your mind change with that with next gen? Just with how you can play on ball a bit more with that badge? Do you think that helps?
The badge doesn't make the badge doesn't give you the on ball animations. Clamps literally means nothing on next gen. You can run no clamps on next gen.
Well,
Interesting.
What's underrated?
Deep hooks.
No, they know before pre stick that they ruined it. Have you not heard the post hooks? You can't even post hook anymore.
Oh wow!
Like if you center a post hook, it'll say like you can full bar post hooks now.
Oh
my god! Geez.
You can. The only way you can post hook now is using the button. You can't aim anymore. They ruined stick aiming on both gens.
Ruined it.
I think.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think there's some like OP badges that still don't get the kind of credit that they deserve. Like badges like Intimidator, although they're kind of widely considered good badges, to me, it's a bigger badge than clamps. With the way the game is, and the amount of people taking shots, running around, shooting full whites, I think Intimidator is a more important badge than clamps right now.
I think Trapper is a underrated badge. I think that badge is an important badge. Depends on how you play, but I feel like that badge, whenever I go up against people having half Trapper, I struggle, especially if they know how to use double teams.
I'm gonna say next gen, Showtime / Posterizer. Showtime becomes Posterizer on next gen, and nobody talks about a card having Showtime on next gen. But if you have a card, even with gold, I put gold Showtime on Darren Williams, and he just gets contacts non-stop.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
So on Showtime on or Posterizer on next gen.
Doesn't it become two, like highlight film and Posterizer, or just one? Doesn't it become both?
No. Highlight film turns into fast break finisher. Or fast break finish turns into highlight film. I'm not sure which is which.
Oh, okay.
Like Showtime is a completely different badge.
Cool.
Underrated blinders as well, because it is literally like you cannot run a point guard without blinders unless it's Benson, unless you're rim running. You cannot 3-hunt without blinders.
Yeah. I think that's widely considered the most important badge on next gen now, isn't it?
Twice. You don't need range, but you need blinders.
Yeah.
You don't need range. Wow.
Yeah.
Range helps, but blinders is a lot more important than range.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right, let's move on to the next one. This question is from Nathan, and it's a really interesting question because it's something I didn't think about until he asked the question.
Hi guys, thanks for having me on the podcast. My question is, do you think evolution cards are pretty much gone from the rest of the year and from future additions of the game, as it looks like the XP grind is kind of taken over from it? And also, when's Killa Josh gonna premiere Josh Matombo series? Because we need to hear that voice again, man.
Oh man, the Matumbo thing was just honestly a freakish accident. I don't even know if I could pull that off again. Like I really don't know.
Yeah, you need to find out how you can, because that voice is legendary. If you bring that like in and out of your videos, that'd be hilarious.
I'd love to see that series. I would literally pay to see that series. I think it'd be great. So Evo cards, just gone.
Evo cards? Yeah, they're just What happened, Evo Cards?
They stopped. They realized they didn't make enough money out of them, so they stopped caring.
Yeah. They released a couple, didn't they? We had that LeBron diamond recently. I mean, that was probably 2 seasons ago.
No,
as well,
we have not had an Evo card since launch day of season 6.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll do what they did last
card.
year? You know, remember towards the end of the year they just started adding random Evos to OP cards?
Because you can add badges to players and you can't add badges to Evos. That won't happen.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But they didn't just give them like the badges that they would need to be good. They know how to make a card good in the game. If they just add those badges to those cards, they know how to make a card good in the game.
I think they need to stop. They need to get rid of adding badges to players because that made cards too OP too quickly.
Yeah.
You think?
Did you see the 59 Hoff badge Ben Simmons go for 12 million MT the other day? 59 Hoff badges.
Yeah.
That's
that's still crazy. Yeah.
I'd sell that card. Just keep it.
Yeah, man. All right. So I think Evos are done. It sounds like. Let's move on to the next one. This question's from Aiden.
All right, my questions are: what's the funniest thing that's happened to you in 2K, and how do you guard Dark Matter Taco Fall?
Okay, I'll talk about the funniest thing that's happened to me, which literally is now synonymous with me as a content creator. Is when I absolutely roasted Dark Matter Michael Jordan with Diamond Larry Johnson. That was definitely the funniest moment, most fun I've ever had playing this game. Just ruined him, absolutely ruined him. What about you guys?
I think it's easy with me. I think we know the funniest moment. That I'm known for now, the guy who fell asleep for D-Rod. I think that's the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. And how am I guarding Taco Fall? I'm quitting.
No, I don't think it's the answer to that question.
He's not much better. He's not that much better than Simbular. Taco's not good.
Is Simbular the answer to Taco Fall?
Definitely.
No, just anyone is the answer to Taco Fall. He can't guard anyone anymore.
Aiden, you gotta watch. You gotta see Aiden. Aiden is hell with them.
So I played Aiden recently, and he beat. No, I beat him by 1 in the end. But that last quarter, like I couldn't stop the Taco post hook. I literally there's nothing.
How long ago was that?
Like a week ago.
Literally last week.
Even post hook match.
Yeah. I think I could literally.
It was a demon.
You can't patch Aiden. You can't patch Aiden.
He might just be like a little undercover mouse cry or something. You know?
Yeah.
But
something about that post.
I'm gonna say funniest thing that ever happened to me in 2K. It has to be getting Dean Wade a 96 overall pink diamond last year.
I love that card. That card helped me go 12-0. That Dean Wade Cam Reddish connection was devastating.
Like of all people, Dean Wade. No, it is not. It's not quite 2K related. The funniest thing that ever happened was, have you guys seen? I can't bring it up on screen. I have the tweet here. Eddie Curry. Have you guys seen Eddie Curry Instagram stalking me?
When he liked all of your posts, right? Like
at the same time, Eddie Curry, yeah.
You brought him back. You made him relevant again. It's nice to show
this is he's like I've talked to him. He's a good guy. Eddie Curry's a really good guy. Awesome. But
awesome.
It has to be one of the number one funniest thing that's ever happened was getting about 50 notifications on my phone. Eddie Curry's liked your photo. 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 I'm like, this can't be real. And I look through notifications, and it's just scrolling. It's just Eddie Curry like on every one of my Instagram posts. that has to be that's the funniest.
Yeah.
That is the funniest. It's not even close.
Mine is just like, now that I can look back at it, it's funny. It's recently for my unlimited run having a power cut on the 11-0 game.
Yeah.
Like after I just said like it's all good. I'll finish it now. That happened. I was just like, now I look back at it, I can crack up because I actually can't believe it happened. Like literally a power cut. Are you kidding me?
My PlayStation would have gone through the window for sure. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one's from John. He's the Oracle. He guesses every guest every single week. I don't know how it's got magical powers, but let's check out John's question.
Hey guys, how you doing? John here. DBG, I'm a big fan of your channel. Keep up the great work. I love it. It's been great, especially during the quarantine. Jazz, Notorious, Josh, you guys are always doing great podcasts. Love it. My first question is, you're surrounded with a bunch of, standard good players. Nobody exceptional. You can pick one card that is overpowered that you can take with that lineup of average players like the Kelly Oubres and Bruce Bowens and whatnot, even though they're good cards in and of themselves. But you can take one card with you, and you can take over the game and win in an unlimited setting, let's just say. Who are you taking? What card? What card is going to get the job done and have you win the game? That's my question.
That's like he's insulting my team.
The Oracle's out here taking shots. Yeah.
You do love a good Kelly Olynyk, eh? I'm pretty sure you do. Is that a player you like?
No, he said Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre's not terrible. Bruce Bowen's a demon.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, yeah, I think we know what the question is. Like, what's your linchpin card? If 250k was on the line, what's the card? What card are you putting?
I'm going into the 2K20 files, and I'm getting that out of position point guard LeBron. I could not green last year, but for whatever reason, that was my best player every night in, every night out, bro.
He couldn't make a layup.
Why are we taking layups with LeBron? I was 3 with that man. LeBron laying it up. No, we're dunking the ball. We're not laying it up. Tween, hop step, dunk, or tween, come off the screen, green. You know what I'm saying? We're not taking.
If we're going off this 2K, like at the point, like if it was 250k, like it would be Luka for me for a point guard.
Yeah,
that I can rely on. I can do everything with. I feel like it's Luka.
There is one player on next gen that can win games by himself, and there's only one I feel that can win game by himself, and it's Bobo.
Oh yeah, jeez,
that's a good shout. For me, it's Ferry. I think for me, it's Ferry. Like the guy, his shot is just so quick. Like to me, he still feels unguardable. I think cards like Bobo are gonna, stop him being as overpowered as he was. But unless you're up against a 7-foot card at small forward, he's uncontested on every shot, and the shot is rapid. So yeah, it's definitely Ferry for me. Good question, Oracle. That was epic. We got a question from Ian now.
What's up, OurTeam? Hey, I got a question for Jazz. Since Dark Matter Russell Westbrook is coming out today, are you gonna use him? Will he be a starter for your squad? Let us know.
What? No. Westbrook is not making my team. No.
He got half showtime, got very quick release. What's wrong with him? Half cleanse. He's the damn best.
Yeah, Penny Hardaway is what's wrong with him. Yeah, literally. Penny is the only viable player in my team, and I'm not swapping him out for Russell Westbrook. It's not happening. Who made that? Someone made that question happen. Who was it? Own up.
Me.
Yeah.
Me. Let's get Russ up in that lineup, and yeah, we can get Russ in that lineup.
He's going for 400k. I was thinking about getting him.
Me and Jazz we'll spend 500 on him. Me and Jazz.
I'll take Devin Williams over him.
No. You can't use Darren Williams. Only me. No, he's off limits.
DBG's high on that Darren Williams.
It's my starting point
guard. I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
Definitely should be.
Where did you put him? B tier.
Because he sucks on current gen.
Josh dropped 60 in a comp game with him.
Whoa, it is not.
I mean, I also dropped 30 in a comp game with Yuta. It doesn't make Yuta good.
No. Jamal Williams was beating zones and stuff. All right, we was
next
every single player can beat a zone.
No,
every player that you give a player gold range extender and he beats a zone.
46% green. Chicken and Williams.
He's got steady. Of course, he's gonna green an occasional 46%.
Do you wanna put Westbrook in a tier for us real quick, DBG?
Don't put him in below.
If we're talking next gen, he's probably A tier.
Right. Current gen?
He's very, very good next gen. If we're talking current gen, I mean, he's not as good as John Wall. So
facts.
I
don't know.
Facts. Sure, right? Cool. In answer to the question, no. Right. Next question. Next question is from Big Z.
All right. So My one question is, what is that one card from each season that was not a level 40 or any type of reward or lock-in card that holds a significant value, that holds a special place in your heart? I know Jazz, for example, you'll have Larry Johnson from whenever that was. I have Juan Carlos from last season. Phil Bailey from whenever that season was. What is your one card that holds a special value in your place from each season, not including season 6?
That's a good question. I mean,
that is a good
that's a really good question. It's basically, what is your fan favorite card, right? What's the card you kind of have an affinity with? Larry Johnson is that card for me. Like, it just is. Yeah. I love that card, and I can't wait until he gets an open or a dark matter.
He said each season, so I've got a very, very easy group. Draymond Green season 1.
Yeah.
Glenn Robinson season 2. Season 3.
Allen Iverson.
Probably Eddie Jones. Season 4. I don't even know who came out. I can't even remember who came out in season 4.
was that Season of Giving?
No, it was The Return. Does anyone remember anything about season 4?
No, I literally forgot it existed.
No, Jimmy Butler started that season. We had Rudy Fernandez came out that season.
Rudy Fernandez season 4. Season 5.
Was Sealy season 5?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I'll go Malik. No, I'll go for special place. I'll go Aaron Bain season 5.
Yeah,
because that card was just chicken man for me. And season 6, Lionel Simmons.
Lionel's a god.
My six would be Diamond Deron Williams. Season 2. Was I really playing it? Who's from season 2? I'm trying to remember. Season 2, that's Blake, right? Around the time. Who do we have? Did Paul George come out season 1 or 2?
1.
So then probably Glenn Robinson as well. Season 3, I definitely liked who came out that season? Season 3. I'm trying to remember.
Oh Jesus! We're gonna be here for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's such a while ago. I don't even.
Don't worry about it.
My number 1 is AK-47, the diamond. That was
season 3, right?
Season 3, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's my season 3.
Can Sleepy Floyd get some love out here? Like, what are we doing?
Sleepy was good. Yeah.
Sleepy was.
I had him badged up. I had him ranged up.
Me too. Yeah. he was dominant, man. Sleepy and Larry were my kind of favorites. That Diamond Zion, the glitch Zion, was so OP for so long. Loved that card. But yeah,
Fernandez was definitely one of my favorites at the time.
Really. Eddie Jones was a good shout. DBG. I forgot about Eddie Jones. Gus Williams as well. Can he get some love? Gus Williams was
glitching the AI and TT offline.
Yeah, it was good times. It was good times. All right. Next question. So we've had a lot of comp players on. It's time to get some questions from some casuals as well.
If there was one thing or one mode you could implement into the game next year, like they implemented the exchange this year, they implemented MyTeam Limited, what is the thing you guys would implement into the game next year?
Yeah, so we get to play 2K God here. As I said, the ultimate casual Ty Debo there. Thanks for the question, man.
I mean, he's the number 1 gamer in the 2K community anyway.
Modes. We get to literally play God here. What mode would you enjoy?
Draft? I think the draft mode. There was I don't know what. I don't know.
Nobody plays the draft in any of these games. We'll be bored of the draft after 2 weeks.
Wait, I remember there was a game mode. I think it was. I can't remember which 2K. It was an early 2K. They would basically give you a random 3 teams, 3 players that you get to pick, and it's like it could be cards that you do have already or you don't have. And I feel like that gave me the experience.
Yeah.
Which one was?
That was just the triple threat. Except you only
that was triple threat. I like that game mode. Being able to play with like different players that I probably couldn't afford or I wouldn't go buy and just be able to play with.
I think draft mode sounds like a good idea, but from what I understand, like the other games that have draft modes, I think you said this, DBG.
Nobody plays them.
Yeah, no one touches them.
Yeah.
Like it was a novelty when it first came out, and it will be a novelty for the first 2 weeks of the game, and then no one will play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like my whole thing is just you have to have a more in-depth unlimited system.
Get rid of unlimited.
Yeah.
Get rid of unlimited. Replace it with you've already stolen the XP from FIFA.
Yeah.
Replace unlimited. Put quick matches in. You don't even need FIFA's like intricate friendlies. Just put in quick matches. Keep limited as a squad. keep limited as a mode with like squad restrictions. Put in a division rivals type system where you build up ranking points. And that's where you put in your SPMM and put in rewards based on how high rankings you get.
Yes.
And it's all based on SPMM. So look, the better you are, the better rewards you get. But everyone is playing a similar level. That will stop people from being that pissed off about SPMM, because even if you're losing against high tier players, you're still getting good rewards because you're in those higher tiers. And then bring in a weekend league.
Yeah.
Simple as that. We saw how much hype the 250k tournament brought. Bring in the weekend league and use that weekend league for qualifications for the 250k tournament. Maybe bring in, instead of 30 games like FIFA, maybe you have to play 20 games in a weekend. And to be eligible to play in the 250k tournament, you have to have at least, say, once every 4 weeks, they have the 250k qualifiers. Each of them are split by region. Each of them are organized by 2K. You have to apply to enter the qualifiers, put in your name and everything in so that they can run it like it's a tournament, like it's a 250k tournament. And to be eligible, you have to have won in, say, at some stage during the year, say 17 out of 20 games in weekend league.
Yeah.
So that means that you've only got good players. 2K you can put in all the details. 2K can run the tournament. There's not going to be that many. Like, there's only going to be 20, 30 players in Europe. There's only going to be probably 15, 20 players in APAC. There's going to be like 150, 200 in the US. Split into East versus West servers, so you're not playing as people in different servers. Pay 3 people to run the tournament. Pay an outside company to run the tournament. And that's the way it should be done. Like a 250k tournament qualifier. It could make 250k better. Will make competitive better. And also, with division rivals, SPMM, makes people happy. Add a quick match mode means people that don't want to grind, that don't care about rewards, still have somewhere to play.
Yeah, 2K, if you're listening, take notes, because that's free game right there.
That just makes it. What that does do is make a sustainable 2K like the whole year. Like, you're going to be able to continuously play and get rewards, casually play. Like, it's just a consistent thing. That would literally fix everything. Yeah. Honestly, that's my dream in my head. That's literally what I think of right there.
For me, it's 2 things. I think quick match is it's just so easy to implement now. They just need to do it. They just have to do it now. That's something they could do tomorrow. It's not a difficult thing to implement. Yeah. But in terms of new game mode, I don't know if they necessarily need new game modes. They just need to execute the game modes they have now correctly.
Unlimited. They never. The words MyTeam Unlimited should never be a thing anymore. Yeah. They've already messed up Unlimited so badly in other years that MyTeam Unlimited should never be a thing again. Scrap it. Scrap it.
Did you have an issue with it last year?
Thing again.
Supermax was good.
Did you have
Did you say you don't? You have some weird like warped sense of reality. Do you not remember Supermax? If you
I didn't play the game to like I played it.
If you went 4-0, you could get into the pink dime. You could get the top reward.
Yeah.
But if you lost one game at 4-0, you will be sent back down so far. It might take you 10 games to get in.
Don't lose then.
If you look at the rankings, there were stages where someone was like 97-0, and then another person was 7-0, and they had the same ranking points.
Yeah, same ranking points. Yeah, I remember that. It was broken.
I remember Killzamoy or Jake Mason was number 1, and he was like 14-2. I was like 33-0 one of the weeks, and I was like 11th on the rankings. I'm just like, I have the best win streak by a mile, and I'm like 10.
Thing though, like,
and then Killzamoy was like 13-7, and he was ahead of me. I'm like, how?
This is what I mean, though. I think in theory, last year's version of Unlimited, this year's version of Unlimited, Limited, TT, everything kind of makes sense. I just think they're so bad at executing these things. Like, I don't have an issue with the kind of tiers, but they're meaningless.
Rewards are so
just
bad.
Make them mean something.
The rewards are so bad.
Yeah, make the main reward better. Make the crates better. Make it worth playing. Like make the lower tiers better.
Stop even with the packs. Just give us 30,000 MT for making it to the Opal tier.
Oh, hell. What am I doing with 30,000 MT? Oh, I'd rather the pack. Like, that's the thing. But I don't have a problem with the boxes. But I feel like in Pink Diamond tier, I should be guaranteed a Pink Diamond player. And in Opal, I should be guaranteed an Opal player and the damn player of the month. That's just how I see it.
If you go, and once you go 68-0, you literally can't get any rewards.
But that's the thing. I think you should keep being able to keep these rewards.
Last year, you could literally, if you went 12-0, you could then go 11-0 and get like a new pack, 20 tokens, and like 8,000 MT.
Yeah. I had zero issues with last year's Unlimited. I thought it was perfect.
The only thing I had an issue with was the reset, and there should have been a cash out option. So if you go 10-0 and you lose, and you reset, you get nothing. There should have been a cash out option.
Right.
So instead of resetting, you should have been able to cash out. That's the only problem I had with last year. Is if there was a cash out option, then I think it would have been good.
Brilliant. All right. Thank you, Ty, for that question. You're a legend. Hopefully we'll get you back on soon. I've got one more question. Hey guys, how you doing? Huge fan of the podcast. Really like the host. He seems really good. Seems like a nice guy. That Notorious B.I.G. and Killa B, they're pretty good too. I had one question for DBG. It's a scenario. If you had 4 hours left in the season and you were 8k away from the level 40 reward, what would be your next move?
My next move would be, remember what I said, what I'd normally do in my spare time? I would go over to the couch right over there and I would set an alarm for 1 hour from now, but I would make sure that like the alarm is one that I could very easily hit snooze and not notice it, and make sure the volume's really low, and I would take a nap.
Go. Shout out to that guy for that question. What would you guys do in that situation?
In reality though, if I was that tired, I would hit up I would hit up people. I will pay you to get my last 8k. How much do you want?
Fix.
I mean,
so many people have got those messages from me being like, or it'll be like an unlimited ring and I don't want to stay up on Sunday night. Limited, when I used to go for limited, I literally text them and be like, can you get my ring for me? I'll pay.
Yeah, I mean, I usually get it done 2 weeks before. Jiko, what would you do in that situation?
Wouldn't even go for it.
Oh yeah, that's
I'd probably do the same. I'll probably get to sleep.
Josh?
I would definitely just take the nap. You know what I'm saying? Still try to get it after and see. Hopefully, I could get lucky. Maybe even sending an email to 2K saying they didn't give me the card. You know, I deserved it.
Imagine grinding 142k. That was actual real case.
Have you heard about the guy who got it and forgot to redeem? Was it Dwayne Wade? Like in FIFA, like say if a new season happens, you get all your outstanding rewards. But if you don't click on the agenda tab, you don't get your rewards, and there's nothing 2K can do. Someone got Dwayne Wade. They got the 150k XP. They have video footage of them with the 150k XP, and they just forgot to redeem the Dwayne Wade. So the new season happened. They got it like an hour before the new season, and they just finished it, turned it off, didn't get the pack. They assumed nothing would happen, and then it just changed to the Kawhi Leonard season, and all of their rewards reset. And they're literally emailing 2K being like, I have proof I have 150,000 XP. And I have proof I don't have the card. Can you please give me the card? And they were like, nope, the new season changed. There's nothing we can do.
Shout out to DBG, man. He just found someone who failed harder than Josh. That
is the worst. The guy who did a plan, he just forgot to click onto the agenda tab.
Hashtag forgot to redeem. That's tough.
Listen, man, if you're watching this, just join my support group for the missed XP agenda. We're welcoming you with open arms. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough, bro.
It's a judgment-free zone, man. Just come to the support group.
That's amazing.
That's horrible.
All right, guys. I think that's the perfect note to end on. I really love this podcast. Love the kind of new format. Thank you to everyone who sent in a question. It'll be on the screen somewhere, the email where you can send in a question for next week. We're not going to have guests on every week now. We're just going to have some fun with it. But having DBG on for kind of first episode of season 2, hat trick appearance, man. Thank you for everything you do for us, man. We really appreciate it.
No bother at all.
All right, guys. I think we're good. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me and the guys. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.